Well, guess we're live. It need a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But hey, what's up, everybody? This is Real Time with Prince Blue. It is March the 18th. It is a Thursday. I hope everybody is safe and doing well. Thank you to everybody that called and checked on me and the family. We were supposed to get some inclement weather, so it's still raining or whatever. So I don't want to say we're still waiting, but so far it hasn't been that good. But I just want to thank everybody that's checked on us, and I want to send out well wishes and prayers to those who have been impacted by the recent weather and anything else that may be impacting them. Hey Terry, anything else that may be impacting you as well in your daily life. But like I said, this is Real Time with Prince Blue. I am the host, of course, Prince Blue, and today is a very it's going to be a very personal show for me because I'm going to touch on a lot of topics, and it's definitely going to come from um all my shows always come from my heart, but this is going to come from it's going to come from a unique perspective of me being a father and me being a man, specifically a black man, and in totality, the things that I'm seeing and the things that I don't like and the things that, hey Shay, and the things that I want to speak out on. And first of all, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Hey everybody that's in the chat, I see you. You know it's me. You know I can't do two things at once, but I'm shouting all y'all out. Thank y'all for coming in here and joining me for this episode and any other episodes, but specifically this special episode. For those who don't know, I've tweeted out the topics of the show, but I'm going to read the topics again because I want people to know what's coming up and why exactly this episode is very special to me and why I want people to really pay attention and understand. Well, not necessarily understand because you don't have to understand where I'm coming from, but I want you to know where I'm coming from so you can then there was that word again, understand, but figure out where I'm coming from and why I say the things that I say, why I do the things I do, and why I behave the way that I behave. And I didn't say, you notice I didn't say why it should excuse the way that I do things or what I say or how I act. I said you to figure out or understand, never excuse, because I can't expect for everybody to just excuse what I say or what I do and just accept it, because then that wouldn't be genuine. That wouldn't be correct. That wouldn't be us being human beings. We don't have to agree with everything that everybody says. But let's go with the topics. The topics today will be cyberbullying, victim or bully, question mark. Is sympathy a drug? Question mark. We're gonna get into the selective cancel culture, of a very specific topic that I want people to pay attention to, especially the people from my own community. It's called New Blacks. That's the topic. New Blacks. Hang around for that one because that one's going to be very interesting, and it's probably going to be a little bit of controversial, but hey, y'all know how I roll anyway. And the last one is an acronym. It's EBBY, E.B.B.Y, and it stands for Everybody Business But Your Own. And I'm gonna get into why I picked that specific acronym for what it is I want to say. So, cyberbullying. For y'all know cyberbullying has been going on since the internet has been in existence, but it recently came into play the past few years when you've had certain suicides, you've had certain kids coming to school, fighting, shooting, deaths due to things that have been happening online, that's been going on with social media. Going back to, who here had MySpace? Remember MySpace? Remember when you used to do a party and what was, when you would be like, hey, party at my house Thursday 8 p.m. Bring the drinks. It's gonna be on. And at the bottom, what would it say? No MySpace beef. Cause remember, people would be beefing on MySpace. Then they'll be at the party, and then I'm like, look at that bitch that be having that usher in her background. Think she all that? She ain't cute. She ugly. You know she messing with Terrell. You know I used to mess with Terrell. No MySpace beef. No MySpace beef. But cyberbullying has come prevalent since then, and it's really hit on. It's come to the fact that legislator has been enacted, and it's people are really trying to hammer it home because people are really being affected physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. Like it's getting crazy. So the reason why I wanted to talk about cyberbullying, and please y'all stay with me. I know for the people that's on Facebook, I may be talking about some stuff that's going on Twitter, but trust me, it expands all across all social media platforms. It goes to Facebook, it goes to IG, it goes with everything. So just understand. Well, recently, for y'all don't know, we have this sweet boy who's he's a special needs kid. He's a super fan of Carson Wentz. And for y'all that don't know, Carson Wentz just got traded to the Colts. So, super fan, he wore a Colts jersey and he presented it to social media on on Twitter, and then people started giving him flack for it. Not just giving him flack for it. It was one specific idiot I want to get into that cursed at the kid, made the kid feel really, really bad for supporting one of his heroes. Now, let me tell you something. There's a lot of things in life that's off limits. And the one thing that's off limits that you need to know, man, woman, child, or beast, you need to know is children. Children is off limits. And as I sit here as a father, for you to sit there with your mayo crusted hands to think that you can tweet something that evil, that vile to a child over a jersey, I hope you wake up and you look down and your shit is inverted. It's stuck inside your ovaries because that made no sense whatsoever. You got to be the most ignorant, self absorbed asshole to tweet something to a child like that, to bully a child. Like where are we at in a society where you think that you can just get online and just talk to people's children like you ain't got no damn sense? Where? As the people say, where they do that at? Where? And I'm gonna hurt some feelings today because it seems like it's a specific part of America that think they can do that. And I'm gonna call it what it is because I don't see no black people talking about other people's children because we know you don't do it. You just don't. You don't go children. If you sitting in a restaurant and the kid's screaming or running around and doing whatever, don't even look over there. What you looking at? You look like you want to say something. You just don't go children. And for you to do that to this child, I hope that everybody understands that what you just did over football, you just showed that you're more immature than any child on this earth. It is things out here that's so much bigger than a fucking football, than a sports team. You got people dying of a virus. You got people excited about $1,400. You got people who $1,400 is going to save their year. Their fucking year is going to save them. And you on here cursing at a child about wearing a football jersey of one of his heroes. I pray this pandemic is over, because what it has done is it has shifted the paradigm of us being able to talk one on one, to understand one on one, to get that interaction. So you ever been, when you talk to somebody, and normally if you say something that's a little off, that person to give you a verbal cue, or sometimes a physical cue of like, hey, that ain't it. Well, since the pandemic and everything is online, we're losing that filter, that cue to where, oh, that ain't it. That don't sound right. Me tweeting a kid, that's cringe. Because if you was in front of me and my son was wearing a Colts jersey and I'm wearing an Eagles hat, and I'm saying, hey, yeah, we diehard Eagles fans in this house, rah, rah, rah. And then you come out your mouth and you say, well, why the hell is your son wearing a Colts jersey? Like, I would whoop his ass if he's wearing a Colts jersey. Son, can you go over there with your mom, please? Now, that me sending my son with his mom, that's a physical cue to let this motherfucker know that you just overstepped your boundaries. But see, that's lost on cyberspace, because you could be Joe Tough on cyberspace, because you ain't gonna get chin checked. And that seems to be the problem. You don't talk about people's children. You don't bully people's children. Like, enough is enough, people. Like, I don't understand, what is it about what makes you feel good when you feel like you've made a child feel terrible. Like, it is your, like, yesterday after he made that child feel terrible, did it make your day feel any much better? Now, you came back and you apologized. It was a shitty apology. You said that um the internet made you do it. That shows me that you you just a clown. Like, you just don't get it. And that's the thing about the internet. Like, people don't have to get it, because there's no repercussions. There is none. Now, getting back to cyberbullying, the one thing I do want to talk about when it comes to cyberbullying is we got to make up our mind, what is cyberbullying? Because it seems to me we're being a little select when it comes with bullying. Okay? Because, listen, some of you call it viral. Like, for instance, Kirk Franklin just got into this big thing with his son. People was shouting shit at him all day and saying this and saying that to him. Is that considered bullying? Or is that considered going viral? What is bullying? What is bullying? Because we can't be selective with that term. What is bullying? Is bullying when you say something to somebody and they're like, all right, that's enough, and then you keep going? Is bullying when you make a person feel no longer safe to be on the internet? Is bullying when you make a person feel like they don't belong? What is bullying? Because it seems to me that when we're talking about bullying, it's only for select people. And I don't have to spell it out when I say select people, because I see y'all all hi hi and kiki. For instance, I'm gonna use y'all don't know Pam Oliver. Pam Oliver, award-winning sports anchor, journalist. She's been doing NFL football on Sundays for years. Well, it's become a running joke that every Sunday y'all want to talk about Pam Oliver's wig. Y'all want to talk about her hair. Black and white people talking about Pam Oliver. Is that bullying? No, it's not bullying then. But if you say something about Erin Andrews or Carissa Thompson or some of them other chosen ones, now it's bullying. Now mainstream media is involved. Now this, now that. This is what I have a problem with. It's uneven. It should be across the board. Just because you're a grown person, you can't be bullied. Now I know what y'all might be thinking. I know what some of y'all might be saying. I'm gonna say it for you. But Prince, you troll people. You make fun of people. Yes, I absolutely do. But that's after they say something or do something to somebody I don't like. And this is where I'm gonna go into that whole thing where I'm not saying that it should be excused. I'm just explaining it to you. When when I decided I was gonna become a police officer when I was 5 years old, I decided that I wanted to help people. And as I got older, I wanted to help people that could not help themselves, or I wanted to protect people. Even if it meant my own life, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to stand up for people. I wanted to stand up for what's right because I've always been that way. I don't care. Like if I see something wrong and be wrong, even if I don't like you, and it has been times on social media, I will see somebody that I don't particularly care for. They'll be getting they'll be getting the business. And if I think something is going too far, I'll speak up. Because that's just what's in me. So yes, when when I decided to hang up my boots, when I decided to retire, me wanting to help people, me wanting to protect people, that didn't leave me when I retired as a police officer or when I retired as an Army veteran. That didn't leave. That's still in me every day. And for some who are in this chat, some that's listening, y'all know that when y'all reach out to me in DMs or when y'all reach out to me offline or through text and y'all ask me advice, I help you. I don't say, well, I'm no longer a cop no more. Don't ask me no legal shit. I don't care. I will help you. That's just who I am. So when I see shit that goes on that I don't like, I feel like I have to step in. That's just it. It's it's just something in me where I have to step in. So when I see people picking on people, or when I see people picking on children, or making jokes about people with special needs and things of that nature, that is shit that I just will not tolerate. To me, that's bullying. When you know clearly, not even know, because nobody's above anybody, but when you perceive that you have a clear advantage over somebody and you want to assert that dominance over somebody, that's bullying. Like, man, he looks broke. I have money, so I'm gonna tease him that he doesn't have anything to eat or he doesn't have a lot of money. Oh man, he's skinny and I'm big, so I'm going to tease him that he probably can't whoop my ass. That's bullying. That's why they always it's pick on somebody your own size. That didn't come out of nowhere. That's the truth. Pick on somebody your own size. It just manifested to now is keep that same energy. Keep that same energy for somebody that's your size, your quote unquote intelligence, your social status, your financial status. Keep that same energy. Victim or bullying? As we're going to switch it to the victim or bullying because I picked that topic because some people want to paint themselves as a victim, but they're really a bully. And um, I say that because you see it on social media a lot. Like you'll see somebody be a victim and they'll try to garner sympathy and then they'll sit back and let the people around them attack everybody. Even when you fucked up, even when you have started it, now you the victim. We've seen it. We've seen it where you'll be like, you stupid, you did it, you did this, hey, this, blah, 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 blah. Why would you talk to me that way? Oh my God, why would you talk to me that way? Do you see how he's talking to me? Then people come in like, yeah, why are you talking to her like that? Have that energy for me, clown. Blah, 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 blah. And that person that started it is sitting back and just watching it. Is that a victim or is that a bully? For example, again, for those who don't know, um, last week, same incident. Uh, an anonymous email was sent to somebody, to the same person, to the same kid that I was talking about. Uh, to the same kid, Coach jersey or whatever, and that person included me. I had nothing to do with it, y'all. Nothing. That person, that woman, that mother chose to get on social media, put my name in it, and blast it. And what happened? People was like, "What?" Well, people was like, "Well, Prince will." I know Prince. Prince will never say anything about a child. Prince will never talk ill of a child. Prince is a father of three. Prince's baby boy is autistic. He's an advocate for anybody with special needs or disabilities or superpowers. That's what I do. Anything, them, I'd rather be around people with superpowers, people with special needs, than quote unquote, and I put in air quotes, you people who quote unquote say you're normal, because those those guys and girls with superpowers, they're the most pleasant people to be around. They never complain. They're always happy, and they're always trying to see how they can make others happy. That's a world I want to be in. That's a person I want to be around. But I digress. But that person included me. So everybody was up in arms. Like, oh, Blue, what happened? People in my DMs, oh, Blue, did you say this? Did you say that? And I ignored it because people who know me know that's bullshit. So fans flame everything. Everything was going crazy. Everything's going crazy. Finally, that person found out that I had nothing to do with it. So guess what that person had to do? They had to apologize. But it took them a whole 24 to 48 hours to do so. And then when they did, it was the sorriest fucking apology in captivity. But the issue is that in that instance, you became the bully because you sat back and you allowed somebody else to be slandered while you sat back and reaped the benefits of it. And yeah, I'm gonna get personal because let me tell you something. As a black man, we don't get the benefit of the doubt. People will just look at me or look at us and be like, "Yeah, he did it. Look at him." And some of you be like, "Nah, that ain't true." Yeah, it's absolutely true. How many times has a black man been lied on? Oh man, I was robbed. What'd he look like? He was black. Come to find out, you weren't robbed. And if you was robbed, he damn sure wasn't black. This is the issue I'm having when you want to call yourself being a victim, but you're really a bully. Using your whatever platform to get people to jump on other people, and then you just sit back. That's not being a victim. And then when you're absolutely wrong, you don't apologize. That apology was worth shit. And I don't accept, by the way. It was garbage. Cause like I'm gonna tell you something, and it's gonna go into my whole new black conversation. Those new blacks, they'll call a press conference at CNN and say, we shall overcome, and the Lord said we should forgive, and I'm gonna forgive him in my heart because I can't sleep. I'm gonna forgive him or her in my heart because I can't sleep with this animosity in my heart. Oh, bullshit. My wife would tell you, I don't let shit go or forget. I just move on, but it's always there. I ain't no kumbaya Negro. I ain't calling no press conference. If I fuck up, I'll apologize. If I mess up, my wife would tell you, I fall on the sword. I don't make excuses. I fucked up. Like sometimes if I do a bad tweet or something, Terry in here, Jay in here, who else in here? They in here. They'll text me right away. Hey, that ain't it. Wrong. Nah, you shouldn't have said that. And then I do what I have to do. I don't play the victim. Oh, why y'all picking on me? Why'd y'all report me? Why'd y'all have me kicked off of Twitter for a week because I was speaking the truth? I didn't play a victim. I just came back. I let people speak for me. I built up enough. I built up enough equity that people knew the type of person I was. So whenever I was attached to any type of fuckery, those people that know me, they came out for me in droves. And I thank you all, every single one of you that came out and stuck up for me and let people know that I'm not that type of person. But I'm gonna tell you this. Now, this is where the names start coming in. Eagles Brawl Network. Let me tell you something. If y'all don't know, I got a water bottle off camera and I'm clutching it hard because I'm about to squeeze the damn lid off of it. Let me tell y'all something. I don't bother nobody. You do you. I'ma do me. You got your thing. I got mine. I got Real Time with Prince Blue. You got Eagles Brawl or whatever the fuck you want to call that network. When I come to you, I come to adults. I don't come to children. When I say something to you, I say it to you. Okay? I don't go behind back channels. I don't backdoor people. I come to you. And I'm going to tie it into victim and bullying people because this is what I'm about to say. I approached you, Connor Miles, I called you out. I told you I didn't like what you were doing, and I didn't like what you had done to Justin Emery, a friend of mine. What did you choose to do? You choose to tuck and roll. You choose to block me. And then what you do? You unblock me, and then you try to play like he's talking about me. I didn't block him. He blocked me, and he's still talking about me. I'm not concerned with anything he said. See, this is my problem, and this is where I'm getting pissed off. This is where I'm getting pissed off because you're trying to make it seem like I'm beneath you. I'm beneath you to get a response. You ain't got to respond to me. This is where, where they say you get into the old, men get into the whole sword fight or whatever you want to say it is. You get into that whole conversation. People were so quick to jump on you and say, Connor Miles deserves everything and then some. He has built something and he deserves everything. Well, what the fuck am I building? Legos? I got people wearing my shirt. I got people drinking from a coffee mug with my face on it. Stickers, magnets, whatever you want to call it. I built it from the ground up, just like you did. Except I did it like a man. And I say what's really on my mind. No, I ain't got no sponsors. Why? Because I say what's on my mind. I don't cowtail. But what you did was you tried to make it seem like it was just coming from me. And no, I went at you. As a man, you sorry. You're a sorry ass individual. And if I see you, I'll see you. I told you, don't mess with mine. Mine is good. I don't mess with yours. I went at you, and then you tried to act like you didn't know what was going on. That's clown shit. That's not being a man. Hell, you want to go at it? That's not being a professional. Like I said, Eagles Broad Network, whenever you want to talk, you know where to find me. Connor Miles, you know where to find me. But you ain't going to try to find me. You going to keep sitting over there and try to act like, hey, I ain't got to give no energy to him. You right, you don't. But just know, everybody know what a fraud you are. This is what I'm talking about, victim and bullying. How you gonna be the victim and you going through back channels trying to get people up out of here? You think I don't see all them sorry ass reviews from your little cult following? I see them. And people was like, hey, Blue, you can get those deleted if they're biased. I don't want them deleted. My show is called Real Time with Prince Blue. I consider that a badge of honor that somebody decided to make an account and send a review, even if it's bad. Thank you. That means I'm doing something right. And that goes right into my next subject as I'm asking, is sympathy a drug? Because it seems like to me, Eagles Broad Network is trying to set their whole brand up over sympathy. Whole brand over sympathy. Because now, every time something happens, you got the whole white mainstream media plugged in. Oh man, oh bad, oh man, they treat the super fans so bad. Like, Where was all that at when I was getting DMs threatening me or telling me that I shouldn't be speaking ill on a child? When I was getting old tweets and stuff reported so I could, and I got kicked off for a week. Where was the outrage then? Besides from the people that knew that it was completely bullshit. Huh? This is what I'm talking about. You can't start shit and then expect sympathy to carry you through. You addicted to sympathy. My son is 3. My daughter's 7. They're not getting a social media account. I'm their father, not their best friend. It's my job to protect them. They can be mad at me all they want. I would much rather them respect me than like me. I would much rather them be safe and know how to survive in this world than like me and be out here not knowing what the hell to do in life. And this goes into when I say we have to we have to protect what's ours. We have to protect what is most precious to us. The most precious, the most not, the most precious thing on earth is the innocence of a child. You can't harness it, you can't buy it, you can't get it back if it's lost. That's why it's precious. That's why it's beautiful. That's why you have to protect it at all costs. So, as a father, as an adult, when I see children not being protected, I'm going to speak my mind. But Blue, you just said that you shouldn't speak on other people's children. That is correct. I'm not speaking on other people's children. I'm speaking on the silly ass adults that's around them, that's not protecting them. Maternal instincts does not leave. It's not something that just disappears. But I find it mighty, mighty strange that the problem can never just go completely away. It's always a way to keep it around. I'm not going to post anything. I'm not going to allow my child to post anything and read the comments. For people that's probably going to be listening on the podcast, I just made a face of what the fuck. My daughter, my 7-year-old daughter, she asked me she wants to do YouTube, like she wants to talk about her toys and stuff like that. I said no. You know why? Yes, but Ryan Toys, he's worth a gazillion dollars. Yeah, and also some of his videos, the comments are disabled. You know why? Because people are uncouth, unstable, and this world is evil and full of motherfuckers who just want to watch the world burn. And I'm not about to sacrifice my kids for any of that. Period. You can tag whoever the fuck you want to tag in that. That's how I feel about it. I'm protecting mine at all costs. Y'all, it's it's so frustrating when you see adults responsible to make decisions for the innocence of not only other people's, but your own, and you fumble the bag every single fucking time. Like, you're not going to get every decision right. Even parents fuck up. But damn, it takes one comment, one bad comment, shut it down. Hey, why can't I? Because, honey, the world is full of people that just don't understand the gift which you are bringing to them, and they just want to be miserable. And I don't want you subjected to that. I don't want you to see the ugliness in the world. I know you're going to see it eventually, but as of right now, as your father, I'm going to teach you to navigate that. But I'm not going to allow you, I'm just not going to let you immerse yourself in it to see if you could come out on top. That's not what being a father is. That's not what being a parent is. And then leave it at that. Exactly, Rosa. Control what I can control. You my daughter's phone, she don't have no social media apps, no nothing. Nothing. No. She texts like emojis and stuff to me and her mom and stuff. She texts to talk to me and her mom, her grandparents and stuff like that. Control what I can control. But Blue, you can't protect them from everything. I will die trying. I got a shirt on that my kids gave me. It says, "Daddy, you are as smart as Iron Man, as strong as Thor, as fast as Flash, and as brave as Batman. You are our favorite superhero, Daddy." Look at all these fucking people I gotta look. Look at all these people I gotta be for them. It may be just a shirt, but it's the truth. I have to do everything on this damn shirt, and I would die trying. If that means they don't feel 1 ounce of pain, 1 ounce of regret, 1 ounce of evil from this world. No celebrity, no broadcast, no athlete, no nobody tweeting my child will ever get them their innocence back. It's not going to erase what was said to them. I want to get into the we want to talk about this selective cancel culture that we got going on here, and it seems to manifest itself again. I've seen people canceled over, this is a true story, people. I've seen people canceled over pancakes. I've seen people canceled over um you name it, just the silliest things. But my issue with this quote unquote cancel culture is now people are being canceled for their honest to God opinions. When have when has having an opinion meant you have to be canceled? I'm just curious. Now I get it. Some opinions, no, you can't be wrong in an opinion, but you could be wrong in a fact. Like I think medium rare steaks are gross. Cook your fucking steaks. Like that's gross. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you, a vampire? Like, what do you like? What the fuck? Why you eat so much damn blood? Like, cook your fucking meat. That's my opinion. You want to cancel me for it? I don't think that. Um, I don't think you should let your child be on social media if they have special needs and they're getting bullied. You shouldn't let them on. I should get canceled. Why? That's my opinion. I don't think you should do that if they're getting bullied. I think you should protect them. But people are getting canceled. People are legit getting canceled over their opinions. And it seems to me it's this whole mob mentality where if it benefits you or if it helps this fake signal virtue, like you feel like you have to be on that side. That's weird to me. That's weird energy. Be yourself. Be true to you. What is your opinion? It's okay. Like people give me their opinions all the time. I don't. What am I supposed to say? You stupid ass, you dummy. Like, oh my God, like cancel, get them out of here. Like there's people I follow that that says some weird shit about minorities. That says weird shit about white people. That's their opinion. I can't cancel them now if they talking about like physically hurting people. That's different. We all have different opinions, and it's your choice to not, you know, either not listen to that opinion or you could try to find out where that person is coming from. Why do you feel that way? All right, let's talk about it. But the problem is nobody can debate anymore. Everybody either wants to yell, they want to scream, or they want to automatically cancel you because you don't fall in line with their same ideologies. And this is the issue I'm having with selective cancel culture. For example, when when the when the mother put me in that tweet and accused me of saying these awful things, she wasn't canceled. Not even after that sorry ass apology. People was like, Blue, you gonna accept her apology? Well, you don't have to accept it, but at least she apologized. Motherfucker, did you read the apology? Do y'all want me to read the apology? Let me read the damn apology. People think I'm people think I'm crazy, man. People think I'm making shit up. Like people think that the apology I gotta find it, y'all. But as soon as I find an apology, I get it to you. But people was all they was like, you don't have to accept her apology, but at least she did apologize. And I'm like, did she? Is that an apology? Is that considered an apology? Here's the apology, y'all. I'm about to read the apology. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if it's an apology. Here we go. I will never apologize for protecting my son, but I do feel like I owe Prince Blue an apology because I feel like my tweet was misconstrued yesterday. For that, I am truly sorry because that was not my intention. I received an email accusing my son of being groomed and manipulated, and it referenced a tweet from Prince Blue, whom I had never heard of until yesterday. I asked for help on Twitter to see the tweet because I couldn't due to privacy settings. I never said Prince Blue said these things. I just asked for help in finding out what this was all about. Prince Blue did not say those things. People fight on Twitter all the time. Not everyone has to like everyone, but I'm making a public plea again to keep my son's name out of any and all disagreements. He knew our family is involved. Please leave him out. He's not being used, and he's a happy child who loves to talk about sports. On my end, in the future, I will go to people I trust privately to try and verify anything that is being brought to my attention. Thank you. No, thank you for nothing. I don't accept that shit. Who doesn't want to protect their child? I just said that. Don't know me from a hell of beans, but was willing to sacrifice that cancel. But guess what happened? You can't cancel the cancelee, baby. You can't cancel the canceler. Because people was like, no, that's a bullshit. No, that's not Blue. That's not in Blue's character. That's not what Blue does. Oh, yeah, and by the way, that apology took 24 to 48 hours. After much heat from friends and people on social media who was outraged. Didn't know me from a hell of beans, but tried to get me canceled. Didn't see the tweet, tried to get me canceled. Had nothing to do with it, tried to get me canceled. You know what's the weird thing? It goes back to what I said. I don't get the benefit of the doubt. Because even after that, I would still get DMs like, why would you say such things? Why would you do it? Why would you say it? Like, he goes through a lot. I'm like, again, people was ready to cancel me. The irony. And you know what's funny? That same person that said that apology, the person that said something about their family, they just got a shitty apology today. And that person is getting shit for that shitty apology. Limited people gave her shit for that shitty apology. I wonder why. Let me rub this lotion in on my black skin. It's bullshit, man. And it angers me. Angers me. Oh, he's a big black man. He can handle it. He can handle coming back from the cancellation. He rose like the Undertaker. Like like the Blue family name don't mean shit. It don't mean nothing. What I built on this wall don't mean nothing. Those four smiling at me right there, except my little baby. Look at my third. He never smiles. Look at him. But like my three, like my four right there, they don't depend on this last name to make sure it's something that they could be proud of. Something they can hold their head up high about. Hey, are you Prince Blue? Yes. Are you father to Prince Blue? Absolutely. I'm sorry. Is your father Prince Blue? Absolutely he is. You know my dad? No, oh yeah, that's him. Shit. What'd he do now? Selective cancel, y'all. Selective cancel culture. I was a part of it. But I rose. I rise. That's the good thing about me. And during that time, that week off from Twitter, that where I was quote unquote suspended. I appealed and I came back because they was like, "This is bullshit," whatever. I was able to sit back and I was to see every single person that legit understood where I was coming from, understood who I was as a man and as a father, and responded in kind. Text me, told me to keep my head up, told me they not gonna cancel you, we not gonna stand for that. Thank you. I can't name you all, but to you who did it and you know you did, thank you. And you know what's the weird thing, believe it or not? Even with all that's going on, I still went at that dumbass that said what he said about that child. Because it goes back to, like I said, I don't, when something is just not right, I just have to speak out on it. Shit. When I was a cop, I would have to save a skinhead. I would have to save a Nazi. I would have to, somebody could call me a nigger to my face, say whatever, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But if somebody comes out with him with a knife, I have to be willing to die for that person that just disrespected me beyond. I had I had just arrested somebody one time. She she hog spit in my face. She kicked me in the nuts. She head butted me. She threatened to sick. She threatened to get her gang member cousin to gang rape my daughter and give my daughter AIDS. But guess what? I still had to treat her with dignity and respect and make sure she was safe and got to the jail unharmed. When when my supervisors read my report for that incident and they checked the camera and they had to check with witnesses and stuff, all the witnesses said the same. I don't know how he did it. My supervisor told me multiple times, I don't know how you maintain your professionalism through that. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I I don't know, man. You gotta, when y'all are out here willy nilly trying to cancel people and think you're doing this great justice and silencing people and taking people off a platform because they're telling the truth or they're speaking their truth or their opinion. You ain't doing nothing but making your own world fake and not real and bullshit. Because you want everybody to believe what you believe. What if you believe that it's people out there that believe in some weird shit? And if you want everybody to believe what you believe, then guess what that makes us? The last topic, and then I'm going to get to, I'm going to invite somebody in and we're going to switch it up a little bit. I picked the acronym uh, E.B.B.Y. It stands for Everybody Business But Your Own. The reason why I picked that acronym. No, not last topic. Uh, Big T will. That's the last topic before start having some some switch gears and have a little bit of fun before we get off a little bit. The reason why I picked the acronym EBBY, EB, whatever the freak you want to call it, is because there's a certain somebody on social media. Had to grab my phone, y'all. I'm sorry. There's a certain person on social media that whenever there's something going on, It's you ever heard the expression agent of chaos? Where there's all like it's just like you could be in a room, high five and everything's happy, then that person come in, then suddenly somebody don't like somebody, somebody got wind of somebody said don't say something about somebody, and then before you know it, everybody just at each other's throat, and then you're like, yo, who invited the agent of chaos? That's what that person is. And I say that to say this. You say little slick shit. I know my wife is probably looking and she's probably upset because she's like, baby, why do you give these people that energy? Honey, listen, I promise you, it's not giving energy, it's addressing something and then moving on. Because after this, it shouldn't be no more energy left. Because I'm about to ether. Okay. You say little slick shit on your side of Twitter, and it has nothing to do with you, and it has nothing to do with me. You don't know what you're talking about. You're jumping in on everybody's business. You seem to be an agent of chaos. And I'm going to say this as a man, I'm probably going to get in trouble with this, but there's nothing worse than being with somebody who always running a damn mouth, don't know what they're talking about, always causing chaos, confusion, dissent, drama, just BS every single time. And that's you. And I say that to say this again. You gonna have to learn to not tug on Superman's cape. Okay? I just got finished watching the Snyder Cut, y'all. So I'm gonna have a lot of Just Lee's puns. Leave me. Please leave me. Leave me. Because I am not what you want. I am not what you need. Hell, I'm not what you deserve. Nobody deserves the venom in which I can provide. And it can be slow or it can be fast. I'm not going to be arguing with you. All right? I don't do that. No, 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 no. I'm not going to argue with you on Twitter. My wife said she said a fantastic thing, and T Will's in here and a bunch of other people's in here that told me the same. They said, yo, bro, 140 characters on Twitter or whatever it is. Why waste that? Use your platform. Talk on your show. Say whatever you got to say for your show. If people want to hear what you got to say, tune into the show. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not about to argue with you. And if you think that anything that you say, anybody that you know, anybody that you married to, is going to stop me from coming to Lincoln Financial Field, Xfinity, Kensington, uh, Joe's Pork Roll Emporium, whatever spot in Philadelphia, It ain't happening, Captain. It's not. I'm 38 years old. I'm a married father of three. For the most part, I'm sucker free, drama free. But what I will not have and I will not tolerate is people speaking ill on my name or bringing my family into anything. So when you want to subtweet or you want to say, I know that man with the family is not doing blank, you say my name or shut up. Because I'm going to tell you like this. And I feel bad because just know that I'm not the one you want. Stay out my business. Stay over there. Stay in that secret society, Illuminati faction, whatever the fuck you want to call it, y'all got going on over there. Stay over there. Cause we good. Here, we gooch. And that goes into a segue into my topic about the new blacks. You new blacks that's so quick to come in and wave that Mayo flag for people that you think is going to advance you or help you or going to give you some acceptance or increase your credit score or your approval rating or whatever it is that you want. Listen, you better ask Stacey Dash. Once they realize they don't need you, you ain't got no use for them, and then you looking around, then you gonna try to crawl back over here. No. So when I was having my issue with Eagles Brawl or whoever, and then you new blacks are so quick to come in and and Massa be good to us and he never did nothing to me. You shouldn't talk about him. He may give us our freedom papers one day. Don't be like that. Yo, stop. Stop. We sick, boss. We sick. What? Y'all need to stop that, man. Bad enough we fighting with each other. Now y'all so quick. And you know what's weird? Because you want to support. I'm not saying you have to support what I do. You don't. You really don't. But those who do, I appreciate you. But what you're not going to do is be so damn eager to support the others and talk down on your own. That's clown shit. That's crab in the barrel shit. That's sucker shit. Because I'm gonna say it again. Those quote unquote Mayo people that you be trying to save and be an advocate for, do you really want to know what they DM me and what they text me about you? What they hi kiki behind your back about you? This what I be saying. You're so quick to wave that flag, come in with that shield, come in saving folks, and those same folks be grinding you up in my DMs. grinding you up in my text messages, reaching out to me across all different platforms. Blue, I got this screenshot. Look what so and so said. I don't expose it. I don't say anything because people that do stuff like that, you got to be wary of people like that. Obviously, you ain't, but keep saving them. Go ahead, have fun. I don't have fun over here being black and sucker free. It's mighty strange. It's mighty strange. My boy Chip Reederson, white hippie with a mullet, California, got the ball rolling. Of course, I had my black brothers and sisters. They was rolling or whatever. My boy Chip was screaming on them. People was checking on me, trying to see how I was doing. My boy Chip was on it. He went at Eagles Karen. He went at that whole side of Twitter. I had to tell him to slow his roll because I didn't want him to get suspended. I had to tell my boy Main Event to chill out because I know how he is. He'll be lacing up his everlasting, be on a corner in Kensington, ready to just throw haymakers. I had my boy T Will say, "Yo, fam, yo, chill, yo, chill." But those same people that you think ride and die for you, either through chaos or dissent, they was texting me, "Yo, look what so and so said. Look what so and so said. Look what so and so said." Blue, I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate you talking about it. I appreciate you bringing it up. Yeah, so and so is this, so and so is that. But they scared to say it on the timeline because of the faction. Fuck out of here. The faction. Man, please. Well, I hope I expounded on that enough for y'all. I just needed to get that off my chest and just address the whole premise of it was being selective about your morals and who you want to defend and blah 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 and all this and all that. Yo, if you gonna be one thing, just be consistent. That's all I ask. If you gonna be an asshole, be a consistent asshole. At least I know what I'm getting. Don't be like, yeah, Blue, yeah, man, that's jacked up, man, yeah, man. And then when I get spinning, yo, Blue was getting weird about it at the end. Judd, don't think I didn't see what you said, but it's mighty quite funny. They got your ass up out of there later too. No, yo, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. Whatever, man. But I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest, and I need to let people know that Um, listen, real time with Prince Blue ain't going nowhere, man. It's here to stay. This platform is good, and also let me let me expound on that. Not only is real time with Prince Blue not going anywhere, it's not going anywhere. But while I was out for that week, I teamed up with retired Sergeant Jonathan Stepp, and we did two important emergency podcasts in reference police and community to bridge the gap between police and the community. It picked up well, got people wanting to throw resources at it, people wanting more. We about to launch that show. So that's another live stream show. So look at this black face, because you're going to see more of it. You're going to hear more of this voice. And it ain't getting no deeper. And it's going to be some uncomfortable conversations. But guess what? Those shits need to be had. So when you think you silencing me, no, you just opening more doors. You just making me more creative because I got complacent. I got real time Prince Blue. I could talk about everything. No. Real time Prince Blue now. This new podcast is freeing up real time Prince Blue now for all the fuckery. I could talk about serious stuff over there now on the new podcast. Real time Prince Blue about to be straight fuckery, homie. It's gonna really be the podcast for the petty. See, I was going about this all wrong. I was trying to force sports on everything. No. I talk about sports when I damn well please. This gonna be for the culture. This podcast gonna be for the culture. If I want to talk about sports, I'll talk about sports. But it's gonna be for the culture. We gonna talk about everything from barbecues to invites to credit scores to light-skinned people to to um to white people putting cranberries in their potato salad. We talking about all things. All right. All right. So now I figured since we got that all out the way, let's end with some fun talk. I got my boy. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Um, and please, if y'all want to get in and y'all want to say something, I'm about to tweet the link out. If y'all want to jump in for the last 20 minutes and just spit some facts or something, or just get in, please. I'll bring y'all in here. Let's have fun, man. So, I want to introduce to y'all my man, my boxing instructor, my sensei, my dude, have my back, my man, got Karate Mark in the house, rocking the real time with Prince Blue t-shirt.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Been a minute. How are you, bro?
I'm good. Well, obviously I'm good. Just had to get some things off my chest. You know how I am, man. You always talk to me all the time, and you tell me like, you when you're
What would
work.
Kobe do?
Yeah,
What would
that's right.
Kobe do?
What would Kobe?
He would just go to the gym.
Kobe would go to the gym, and I did that today.
I know
I
you
did that
did.
today,
You've been
but I
doing
still
great.
had energy.
You've been
Thank
doing
you.
great, and I know T Will is on, and he's been doing great too. I'm like super proud of you guys.
Right, and um, I don't know how much you heard KM, but um, I just want to get your quick opinion on the whole um cancel culture and where do you think it is now, and do you think it's something that has jumped the shark?
Uh, I believe in a lot of what it stands for. Um, the Dr. Seuss thing, for example. Dr. Seuss, as far as I did a little bit of homework on it. As far as I understand, they decided to take a few of the books off the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
And he ain't losing no money. They're doing just fine. And whether there's racial undertones in some of the characters, some of the wording, some of the things that a couple of decades may not have been a couple decades ago may not have been offensive that possibly could be now versus Eminem, right? Let me bring these two up. Um, Dr. Seuss, a child has access to and can see it on TV, can read it in a book, and it doesn't have a parental guidance label on it. Whereas if you're 17 and under child listens to an Eminem song that might have offensive lyrics in it, well, the parent allowed the children to listen to that, and it's not being broadcasted to them for free on public television. So if you want to say something that I have free access to, that if I can just possibly remove it, an underline of it, a connotation of it, if I can remove it and someone else can introduce it, cool. Then I'll take the decision to remove it. But if it's something 18 and over and you're an adult, go. It's, you know what I mean. So that's kind of where I stand on it. It's going too far in some things, not going too far in some others. I'm always a bottom line kind of guy, and if it's possibly going to make a better society, then yeah. So now I ask, what are you canceling?
And it's like nothing is safe anymore. Nothing is fun anymore. Like like when you're about to tweet something, you gotta read it like 80 times and make sure, am I gonna offend somebody somewhere? And it's like, and it's not even that day. It's like 5 years from now. Like, if somebody gonna see an old tweet and be like, "Hey, hey, like remember the Geico commercial about the caveman? It was so perfect when he had to take the caveman out to dinner because he had said something about cavemen, and now it was it was it was cancel culture to say something bad about cave people, and it was like, I said that like 10 years ago. You still holding me? I have to apologize to cave people. So it's like so weird now, man. But
But you want to
it's
cancel names like the former Washington football team? I'm about that. The Cleveland Indians, how that's okay? I have no idea.
I, I
So
don't
yeah,
I don't I
there's
don't
there's
know.
a lot of little things that I think are very big things that at least shows effort in moving forward. I think me, you, and everybody else know that a million years from now, bad people, racism, hatred, it's all still going to exist. But if we as people can do what we can to not make it exist, that's all we can do as people is put forth effort.
That's it, man. That's it, my man. And I just, yeah, it's so weird, and because I sometimes I battle with myself because I'm like, Blue, you're considered the ultimate troll, but I try to rationalize it sometimes because sometimes I troll for the better good. Like if somebody's like a
Define
complete,
that, please. Elaborate.
well, like when I'm Anna Hartford and married men are in my DMs trying to get my panties over a cheesesteak, that's the greater good because now their wife can see he ain't shit. That's the
Dog,
greater good.
the worst thing about Anna Hotford, forget about at Real Prince Blue. Forget about that. If anybody's following the Sixers, like if you know who Anna Horford is, you ain't going to question once, oh, this chick spells her name wrong. Not, you ain't even get to the at Prince Blue. But even if so, that's the greatest
See?
thing ever.
You take
Anna
Dr.
Hotford was the
Seuss,
greatest thing
take
ever.
Dr. Seuss books off the shelf and people stop reading. That's the problem. Bring them back. People don't know how to read no more. But
Ooh.
you're a sensei. You're a martial arts instructor. You teach for a living. Talk to me about bullying. What do you consider bullying?
Ooh, man. Today's world. Oh my God. Today's world of a bully could be Very, very. Uh,
See?
all right, all right. It's real. It exists. Internet bullying is a horrible thing because bullying in school is eventually going to come to an end with the teacher, with the supervisor. Bullying at home from siblings is going to come to end with parents. There's like no end to the bullying on the internet, and there's no limit of people. So like once one kid gets bullied on the internet, you gotta swarm, and there's nobody stopping it. So that is a real thing, and it's extremely dangerous. When I grew up, bullying was getting rolled on. You know, if you were
Hmm.
walking around the neighborhood and a car full of 5 or 6 rolled up on you, all right, I guess it's my turn. And then you either take it, fight it, run, whatever. But like when we grew up, it was getting rolled on. Now it's like kids telling them, kill yourself. Like that's the popular thing for kids to do. So when you got a dozen people that you go to school with, and now after school, they're all in the same chat and they're all like, kill yourself. Your life is what. That's serious, serious shit. I think some of the in face bullying can be a little like, come on, shut up. They're being kids. Like they're fighting. That one kid's being an ass. That one kid's being rude. That one kid's being a bully that's physical. I think internet bullying's a real thing. Schoolyard bullying's the same as it's ever been.
And that was one of the things that I said. I said that internet bullying is seems to be worse because when you're in person, like I said, there's some verbal and physical cues that you could give to let a person know that what you're doing is not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like either from a push, a shove, a walk away, a eye roll, or um,
A punch in the
you know,
mouth.
a punch in the mouth, something like that.
It,
Versus on the internet, you can say, "Hey, stop," or you can log off, or but
yeah. And then when you log
there's
back on, you got 100 messages waiting for you.
you got 100 messages waiting for you, or you got people saying, "Why didn't you respond? You're a coward. You're a chicken shit." Blah 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 blah. It's like you can't get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So the internet bullying is actually, to me, kind of worse because it's like now all we all we have is technology now. You're buried in your phone, you're buried in your computer, you're buried in your emails, you're buried work. Shit, work now is Zoom meetings. So guess what?
Yeah.
If Sally's not pulling her weight and the 4 other people in the Zoom is like, hey Sally, we're waiting on Sally again. Sally isn't Sally's late. Ha ha ha.
And another thing I noticed from like just kids nowadays, everything is cyber. Even last year before COVID, where when all the kids were in school, they socialize on Xbox. You know, all the platforms. So kids, when they're face to face, they're so awkward nowadays.
Yes.
The social skills of today's kid. I have a kid who he's been with me for a few years. Um, he was nonverbal for most of his life. He's about 10 years old right now, but he's still nonverbal with me. He's been with me
Mhm.
3 years minimum. He's still nonverbal with me. He has a YouTube page where he puts toys together and the
Nice.
elaboration in his voice.
Mhm.
You would think he's the smartest kid in his class.
Mhm.
Put this kid in a social setting and he shells. Put him in
Mhm.
front of the computer where they all are, he
And
opens up
it's
who
like
he is,
it's like Broadway. Yeah.
which leads to another thing about the cyberbullying, the internet bullying. They are who they are. Their chests are puffier, not just because they're behind the computer, but because their personalities actually come out because that's where they're comfortable as a subconscious level. You know, if you do something all the time, you're good at it. If you do it every now and then, you're going to stutter, you're going to fumble. Kids interact with other kids every now and then. as a teacher, my best advice is get the kids to socially interact for life. You know, because
Mm-hmm.
their job later on in life is going to be computer based. They're not going to have social interaction in their job. 20 years from now, people ain't going to be working next to each other like you and I do. And oh wait, you're retired, whatever. Like me and the rest of the world do. You know, everything's going to be on the computer. But how you going to go meet a girl and just have a decent conversation with a girl? Connect your kids, get them on a sports team, get them in a scout club, get them anything, get them connecting with other kids. You want your kid to get picked on by somebody face to face. You want the girl that you were looking after, you want her to turn around and make fun of you and say, nah, you're ugly, I like that kid. Those things need to happen in life so you know how to deal with it, and so you know how to become a person. And it's hard through the internet. It's hard through the internet. It's got to be done right there.
I got I got nothing. Um, for those who stay with me all this time, I appreciate you. KM. Thank you for coming on
That
with
was
me for
fun.
a
That
few
was a little
minutes to
deep.
share. Of course, yeah, you got all deep on them. Come on, man. Don't be doing that with my
You brought the
peoples.
teacher out of me, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. I ask you a simple question. You start breaking out philosophy. But thank you everybody for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope out of everything that I said, the most important thing you got out of this is children are off limits. Do not talk about children. Um, protect your babies.
Because there's
Protect the
enough kids
innocents.
doing it. There's enough kids doing it.
Yes,
Adults don't need to do it. There's plenty of
yes.
children doing it to each other.
Absolutely. Please, you know where you can find me at Real Prince Blue on Twitter, at Real Prince Blue on Instagram, Prince Blue on Facebook. Like I said, we got a lot. I got a lot of things coming on. I got the second podcast coming up. The next episode for that podcast will be Wednesday at 8 p.m. It will be me and Sergeant Johnson Step, two retired police officers, coming together again to speak about community issues, police issues. Please make sure you join that one. If you was here for this drama, please be there for the community. Please be there for the stuff that really matters, because there's a lot of stuff going on that people want answers for, and I'm hoping that me and another police officer will be able to answer those questions for you, be able to shed some light on that for you. Please make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Please make sure you listen and download, share this video. Please make sure you come back to it and listen if you can't, if you wasn't able to join us live. Make sure you check out the shirt that KM is wearing. That's my Real Prince Blue
Mm,
t-shirt, real time Prince Blue t-shirt. Why is my
mm,
lips so damn glossy? I don't
mm.
know.
Chapstick,
Um,
boss. That's chapstick.
oh, yeah, that's chapstick. Thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate you. Please, everybody, stay safe. Everybody, please, if you don't do anything, as always, be genuine and always stay real. This has been Real Time with Prince Blue, and that is Karate Mark, and we are out. Catch you on the next episode. Later.